Hey, this is Justin with Day Trade the Markets on Thursday, May 17th, 2012. Wanted to take a quick look at the ES, bigger picture, and then kind of hone in on some opportunities at the end of the day that we were doing a live session with our membership today. At the end of the day, I wanted to kind of talk about some of those opportunities that we were looking at. But bigger picture, heading into the day, obviously our bigger picture bias was down. We were kind of looking at this level right here on 2150 that I've got shown with the dotted line as kind of an important level to see what would happen. And then, early in the day we traded below this 2150, and you can see then we traded up to this 2150, and we also formed this red intraday or shorter term resistance. So this was a situation where we had a lot of things lining up. We had our bigger picture down bias, our bigger picture resistance level, our shorter term resistance zone, even some deceleration in here and in here. So certainly from a bigger picture perspective, that made some sense. Unfortunately, it wasn't a perfect confluence situation as our filter was dark green. Unfortunately, it was kind of a strange situation where, underlying, kind of beneath the hood of the market, so to speak, in this area, there was some pretty aggressive buying or some rejection of some pretty aggressive selling. So, this didn't pan out perfectly, but bigger picture, we were talking about this as a great place to be looking for a sell, and it lined up nicely with like I said, the red zone, some deceleration, and this bigger picture resistance zone as well. So obviously the market had quite a sell-off, and I wanted to kind of zoom in on the last, I don't know, half of the day, third of the day. Like I said, we were doing a live session with the members today, and we looked at a couple of really good opportunities that I kind of wanted to zoom in on and just talk about as well. So again, with the context that we are in a bigger picture down bias, that we have held below this 2150, and we've even tested into it. So bigger picture resistance has held nicely. So with that said, what were some good opportunities? And what we were looking at in our session today were a couple things. We certainly liked this area right in here, and we talked about that at the time. And the reason, again, is we have these various pieces of evidence that we're looking at, and when several pieces of evidence come together nicely, we know we have a pretty high edge opportunity. Like we were saying in the session, it doesn't mean it's going to work out perfectly. This trade could certainly lose, but it certainly made good sense. We knew we had an edge, okay? And what those pieces are, again, bigger picture down bias, shorter term down bias. Okay, so path of least resistance, both bigger picture and shorter term, was down. Then we had this bigger picture, shorter term resistance area. Okay, so looking at this area here, we certainly know this made some sense. If you're looking for some confirmation and didn't just want to sell the level, as soon as that bar was hit, we had a level 1 selling aggression bar showing us, okay, there is some selling coming into the market, certainly. The other opportunity that we really looked at was what we call a breakout trade right in this area here. When we were making new lows on the day, on this strong aggression, and then this extreme selling aggression. So that's telling us, yes, we're testing the lows, but we're having some extreme selling that's coming in. And we really like this opportunity here because, again, bigger picture down bias. You're not going to want to, if we had a breakout with a bigger picture, a level 2 or level 3 buying aggression bar on the high of the day, we probably would have passed because, again, bigger picture, our bias was down, but things were lining up nicely in that this held, the 2150 area held. Now we're making new lows on some strong buying aggression and then some extreme buying aggression. It's kind of a textbook, what we call in our training, a breakout trade. So this was certainly a good opportunity as well. And again, lining up with the filter, and all of our paths of least resistance, bigger picture and shorter picture, were lining up. And then you kind of get a look inside the market, what's going on, and you can see that the aggression was there as well. So certainly made some good sense, led to some nice opportunity on the way down. So that's kind of how we use this. We take the bigger picture analysis and the shorter term information that the software is giving us to find good spots that make good sense. Another thing we were looking at, if I zoom in a little bit more, we were talking about this as it was happening. You can see that off of this support zone, potential support zone, in the context of the bigger picture down auction, of course, we had some attempted buying right there. Okay, we had a buying aggression bar level ones, not strong, but some buying aggression that tried to come into the market off of that support zone that decelerated. You can see though, however, the very next bar decelerated, and then within 2 or 3 bars you can see the low of this attempted buy was taken out. So what we like to think about, the way we like to talk about the market is, okay, we ask ourselves this question. It's so important. The questions you ask yourself, in life especially, but in trading more specifically, are really important. And the question that we like to think about a lot is, okay, what's the market trying to do, and how good of a job is it at doing that? So in this case, let me just break this down a little bit further. It's kind of what we were talking about. The market was attempting to lift off a little bit right there. Some buying was coming into the market. Okay, is a low in place? Let's kind of probe that. Okay, so that's what it's attempting to do. How good of a job is it doing? Well, the very next bar decelerates, so it looks like it's kind of running out of gas, so to speak. And then within 2 bars, this low is taken out. And then this bar is a level 2 selling aggression. So the market tried to rally, but it did so in the context of a pretty strong down auction. When that failed, when that didn't come through, and that the market did not do a good job of rallying, and our clues were this deceleration and then this attempted buying getting taken out very quickly on a extreme selling bar, that's telling us sellers are in control, kind of a textbook breakout opportunity in terms of the way we like to look at it. You can see a few bars later, then we had an extreme selling bar. So, then it got pretty volatile, but the basic idea was that the sellers were in control, confirming the bigger picture. So things lined up pretty nicely there at the end of the day, especially, as well as at the beginning of the day at that 2150 level. So, that's how we look at this. Hopefully you found this helpful, and we'll talk soon. Let us know if you have any questions. We'll be happy to help. Thanks.